Spoke after the game on Wednesday about sustaining that competitive drive throughout the entire game, and even when you're going through lulls offensively, to stick with it defensively. What did you think about how your team competed for the 48 minutes tonight?
I thought it was a great response by the group. Every person I thought played a pretty instrumental role in our ability to sustain our effort tonight. Besides that second quarter, and I would say like defending without fouling could be a little bit better, but besides those two areas, which were kind of big areas, I thought that the team was like really good. Had a great next play mentality, the ability to move on after a call that could be questionable or a turnover or something, kind of didn't go our way. And I thought that we just kind of kept battling and scrapping and paying attention to the details of what it was going to take to guard these guys and to also attack them offensively. Yeah, overall, like I said, I thought every player on the roster contributed at some point. I thought Miles did a really good job of helping pick up the offensive load with Melo being in foul trouble. I thought we saw like some good possessions from Melo. Like even though he was only out there 22 minutes, he has 7 assists and kind of helped us keep the ball moving. I thought that Nurk did a great job of like helping to facilitate, and his defense was good, and his activity and hands. I thought Josh Green's defense, him and Damian Baugh, like face guard and Mitchell, multiple efforts on Mitchell and Garland was really good. Again, Damian did a really good job defensively, keeping those guys out of the paint. But then offensively, he carried the load a little bit too. Helped us be able to attack those guys a lot of different ways. I loved Nick's energy and ability to catch and shoot. Tijon had a great response in the second half and knocked down some shots, and his defensive attention to detail was better. So I'm encouraged by a lot of the things I saw from this group, but we have to be able to have this type of consistency and ability to sustain it and fill up our cup and get ready to compete again tomorrow night.
You were talking about the fouls and all. They had 51 foul shots and I know you did a couple challenges earlier in the game, and I think there was one in the fourth quarter that might have gone your way had you still had a challenge left. I mean, is there like a situation too where you're looking at it? You think the games get called based on kind of the refs looking at records of the teams along those lines? When one team's got the best record of that in the league, another team's not quite there. What do you feel about how the games are called sometimes, situations like that?
I think the refs have a really hard job. I think that they're not going to get it right on every play. I think they're honestly trying their best. I don't buy into the because of this team or that player. It's tough. The game's moving fast. There's a lot of big bodies out there. Guys are offensively. I think that they're being taught a lot more of how to trick officials and the head snaps and the yelling and things of that nature. All we really do is try to focus on controlling what we can control. So I think in the moment you might say a word of looking for some consistency. I think that is one of the words that I keep trying to use. Do I think it's a foul sometimes? Yes. But do I think it's a foul on the other side? Yes. So you're just looking for consistency. But again, they have a hard job. And I think the biggest message for the team is like to be able to move on and control what we can control. We can't control the whistles, but did we execute the coverage appropriately, or did we jump into somebody's landing space? Like there are things that we can do to not put ourselves in that type of situation.